Next, I'm proud to introduce the president of our next inductee's alma mater, Ohio Wesleyan University. Please help me welcome Dr. Rock Jones.
Well, I would ask Alexa about Carol Latham, but my time is limited, and Alexa would not know where to stop. Carol Latham is an entrepreneur extraordinaire. The company that she founded to produce what she invented created and manufactured high-performance heat transfer materials for electronic components. Remember the Intel Pentium microchip? Her product was on every one of them. Her product helped Intel, IBM, and Silicon Graphics, among others, to overcome product overheating issues and develop smaller, faster, and more powerful computers that we enjoy today. Carol's been equally impactful as a social entrepreneur, one who invests in the betterment of her employees and her community. She created the Latham Family Fund of the Cleveland Foundation. She worked tirelessly to improve working conditions and develop meaningful employment opportunities in the city of Cleveland. In retirement, she has served on numerous boards that serve to improve the community in which she lives. She served as trustee of Ohio Wesleyan since 2010 and today serves on the leadership committee of the Connect Today, Create Tomorrow comprehensive campaign. Her gift to create the interdisciplinary Carol Latham Entrepreneurial Scholars Program reflects her deep commitment to cultivating entrepreneurial activity, supporting students across the disciplines who seek to become our next generation of business trailblazers. The program will partner with the New Delaware Entrepreneurial Center, which is a joint venture of Ohio Wesleyan, the City of Delaware, and Delaware County. Carol's a member of the advisory board for our Voltimati Center for Economics, Business, and Entrepreneurship. In 2016, she spoke at the inaugural Women of Ohio Wesleyan Leadership Forum. But at the heart, Carol is an entrepreneur, a person who values the benefit of liberal education to spark ingenuity and creativity, and with that ingenuity and creativity, to bring about change that makes the world a better place. With Carol's inspiring achievements to guide them, I'm confident that Ohio Wesleyan's next generation of business entrepreneurs will be social leaders as well, fulfilling our mission to create moral leaders for a global society. Ohio Wesleyan is proud to call Carol an alumna, a trustee, a friend, and now an inductee of the OFIC Hall of Excellence. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Carol Latham.
Well, thank you, Rock, for those kind words. I have Alexa at my house, and it's okay, but it's when Alexa starts asking me questions that I get a little antsy, like, so did I do okay? And then she says, thank you for the feedback. I think, oh no, that really breaks me up. Before I really go forward with my remarks, I would like to extend my congratulations to Dr. Lucille Ford for her unbelievable accomplishments. I was very inspired by hearing your story. And you've been a pioneer not only for education but for women, and you've also been a big supporter of entrepreneurial thinking, which is, of course, my passion. And what you've done just since you retired has been an inspiration to me, and I'm sure many others in this room. So congratulations to you. I really am very impressed with what you've done. So I am personally, truly humbled to receive such an honor. Achieving excellence does not happen without the connections and dependencies of those who surround you. In this spirit, I want to thank Ohio Wesleyan University, and particularly President Rock Jones and Vice President Colleen Garland, who through their leadership and guidance have provided me with a life-enriching experience. I'd also like to thank all the other colleagues from Ohio Wesleyan who have taken their time to be here to be supportive this evening. Thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize my family, many of whom are here with me this evening, for their love and support, particularly my sons Craig and Jim, and also Jim's wife, Susan. All three, if you can believe it, had the courage along the way to join me in my entrepreneurial adventure. Not meant to succeed, certainly when they became involved. And they contributed significantly to its success. Now, I could ask you the question, which one do you think joined first? And I think you would all get it wrong, because it was my daughter-in-law, Susan, who came before I had any revenue, before I could offer any kind of wage or salary, out of the goodness of her heart, and helped me develop the product that was the success of the company. So, thank you, Susan. I also want to recognize my professors and my advisors and confidants and employees who became a part of my extended family, and last but not least, my friends. I'd like to share the thoughts of one friend and confidant. His name, Thomas Petzinger. He's a former columnist of the Wall Street Journal and current author and venture capitalist. Tom visited my company, Thermagon, in 1997. His interpretation of his observations on that visit, which he relayed in his Wall Street Journal column and in one of his books, is the short message I would like to convey to you this evening. I believe that it's relevant to our work as educators. Just as Adam Smith of the 18th century, who was known as the inventor of economics, hailed the power of what he called connexions and dependencies, and said that technological progress came from combining together the most distant and dissimilar objects, Tom Petzinger observed that Thermagon's products were a combination of unlike materials. I was attempting to find a material that would conduct the heat away from the computer processors as the systems continued to become smaller, faster, and more powerful. Without moving the heat out to ambient, the computers were sure to fail. Ceramics, I pondered, were excellent for heat conduction, but they were hard and brittle and very difficult to bond to metal. If only they were sticky and pliable. Oh, I thought. Well, why not combine ceramics with plastics that are bendable, moldable, pourable, stretchable, and adhesive? Just what the electronic design engineers needed to fit into the tiny spaces of a personal computer. My niche was staring me in the face, turning commodity chemicals into a high-value substance that would improve the performance of electronic equipment. So you may wonder, why am I telling you this? Well, because I believe that it's through unlikely combinations that innovations and creativity occur. As Tom Petzinger pointed out, success is about the willingness to look across boundaries. Thermagon sold its products into an industry called electronics packaging, not the box it comes in, oh no, but rather a multidisciplinary industry combining the electrical, mechanical, and thermal systems of an electronic package. My sons who joined the business came from disciplines of engineering and history. My employees came from the inner city of Cleveland, many of them women, and many having never been employed before. And yet those employees were able to make very high-tech materials that allowed computers to perform better than they ever had before. The company resided in a century-old knitting mill with leftover needles in the cracks of the floor, and yet it housed a Class 100 clean room, which we added. My friends, those are all unlikely combinations. So where, but at Ohio Wesleyan University and at all of the colleges and universities of OFIC, could one better have the opportunity to cross boundaries, combine different disciplines, and create innovation for the common good of society? Yes, I'm talking about all of you in this room. Where but at all of these colleges and universities of the OFIC could one better have this opportunity to cross boundaries, combine different disciplines, and create innovation for the common good of society? With the liberal arts focus and an open format without silos, our independent Ohio colleges and universities are perfectly positioned to provide the cross-pollination of ideas and disciplines. For me personally, I found the opportunity through Ohio Wesleyan to promote my passion, which is to encourage entrepreneurial thinking, where I have created an interdisciplinary entrepreneurs scholars program, not solely for those students studying economics, but designed to include students from every department in the university, and I might add faculty as well are included. This program can only become a reality through the understanding, cooperation, and hard work from the Ohio Wesleyan Economics Department and the Valtamedi Center for Economics, Business, and Entrepreneurship, whose co-directors are here with us this evening, Professor Alice Simon and Megan Ellis. Thank you personally for helping make this program a reality. Thank you very much. Thank you. So the need for crossing boundaries and promoting entrepreneurial thinking could never be greater. According to a recent McKinsey report, about 1/3 of American workers may need to find new lines of work by 2030. Without the work that all of you do, these challenges will not be met. Thank you again for all that you do as part of the OFIC and the Independent Colleges of Ohio. For this recognition, I am truly honored and humbled. Thank you very much.